Hi, Sonia with the Inspired Pen, and I am doing a walkthrough today on the latest junk journal that I've done. This is kind of a grungy steampunk theme, or my twist on those themes. I found that I really enjoy doing these themes. I think it makes it so I just feel more free in creating. So this book, this is the cover. I'm trying to keep it panned down so you can see the different edges or the different details in it. So there are doilies on this cover. I've got the gears here. I made these ribbon flowers. The first time I've ever done that. That was an interesting process. This is coffee stained lace that I have on here. There are metal pieces. The background has these, they're stenciled pieces that are done with modeling paste and paint. And then everything on here is sealed really well, so that shouldn't come off. I put all these metal pieces on here. These butterflies, if you touch them, they kind of look like they're actually alive a little bit. You know, they have a couple of layers on there, and I just think it looks really pretty. Has a couple of different sayings on here. This one in a metal tag, and then this one that I put on there. It has metal corners. Let's see if I can pan over to that. So yeah, it has these two metal corners, and as you can see, it's just really pretty. There's a charm, a dangly charm that I put on right there. I'm going to bring this up and hopefully get the camera to stay put so we can look at the inside. So this is a huge book. I mean, it is really big. It is 190 page count, which translates into 380 pages, the paper count, and then you double it. So the side, or the spine, I put a really pretty book plate on it. It's got just a black piece of cardstock in there, so it can be stamped on or whatever to decorate that. Here's the back with more of those modeling paste, and that's, you know, really adds a really great texture to the book. This is the side view. Tons of ruffles. I made sure it ties because, like I said, this thing is huge. And then I'll pop this baby open and go through the inside. If I can get the ties undone, we can do that. There we go. And of course I knotted it up, so it doesn't want to do that. So then the inside, I can get this all in the frame. Like I said, this is a really big book, so I'm hoping it's going to stay all in the frame. So there are 11 sections. They're all tabbed in here. And these tabbed pieces are actually pocket pages. And I loaded this book. There's, I think there are over 90 pieces inside the book itself. Tags, tucks, pictures, all sorts of things. So there's a lot of stuff. I have my tea and coffee stained paper in here. I have my hibiscus stained paper in here, and also avocado stained paper in here, which gives it a really pretty blush pink. There's a lot of sewing. I've got different, so this is a lace that I ruffled. This one is not dyed. I also have the coffee dyed in here. There's this fabulous, it has a really cool kind of tooth to it, this paper. It's old typing paper. Like I said, more tea stained. There are music pages on some of the music pages. So I did a kind of a waterfall piece, but it's just one piece, but I thought it just looked really pretty. This is kind of a celestial botanical themed book, so I tried to make things, you know, really sparkly and go with that theme. There are a lot of you know, moons, stars, glistening pieces in here. And this thing is just so full of different paper. There are, I believe, 6 of these belly bands in here that I did. So they all have, you know, tuckability spots. I did these paper clips with wire and these pretty leaves and beads. And there's just tons and tons and tons of different paper. These little typing sheets. Another one of those really fabulous tabbed pockets for the different sections. This one is a flip. So this flips open. I paper clipped some stuff in there to help decorate with the book. And I'm going to try to speed through this, otherwise this video will be like 25 minutes long. Anyway, so lots of, and I didn't do any stamping in this book. The nice thing about doing it in the binder is you can take the page out, work on it, put it back in. So it leaves it open for you to do a lot of stamping and stuff in it yourself and make it more your type of style. There's another one of those pages with the tucks and the tags. And here's that more of a coffee stained lace like I have on the front. Tons of pages, tons of different things in here. There's another one of those flips with the mulberry paper. I really like that mulberry paper. It's fun to work with, and it's really pretty. And then there's graph paper. Here's that avocado dyed paper. So it's a really blush color and it's light. So it's probably hard to see in the video. But it is really, really pretty. Actually, I'm going to be doing another batch of that. It's kind of a process because you have to boil down the avocado skins and seeds and make a concentrate, and then you use the concentrate to make the paper, to stain the paper. There are also pages from it's a dictionary encyclopedia that I have, a very old book, and I took the pages out and included those because they're about space and planets and stuff like that. So I thought I would add to the kind of celestial theme that this book is. There are some just absolutely beautiful papers in here. This is probably one of my favorites. Of course, I say that about pretty much all of my books. Every time I make a new one, I'm like, oh, this one's my favorite now. Yeah, change my mind about my favorite all the time. There's old book pages. So a lot of vintage, actual vintage pieces in here. This is old paper. Lots of sewing, lots of different techniques I used on the pockets to decorate those up. This is an old music key sheet, I believe. Lots and lots and lots of fun stuff in this one. I did these star pieces on some of the edges. More of that really fun old ledger paper. Another belly band. This one is actually not just a belly band. It is also a pocket. So you can put a lot of stuff in that pocket. I paper clipped these extra pieces in here to use to decorate the book because I didn't want them to get lost in that pocket. That's a really deep pocket. There are, like I said, tons of different fabrics sewn in here that match the theme of the book, match the colors. More paper, more tucks. I paper clipped a lot of stuff in this book, and it's got those copper paper clips which match the front cover. This is a tea stained watercolor paper, so it's really thick, really super thick. I did the sewing on that one as well. And lots of stuff. This one's got, all different kinds of things to decorate with. And more paper, all different kinds. This is the hibiscus stained paper. So it has kind of this purplish gray color to it. And in this batch, I added a couple drops of blue because I wanted to make it a little bit more blue. So this would be what the hibiscus tea stain does, is this kind of purplish gray. And then I put a couple drops of the blue ink in it. And so that gives it this blue hue to it. it makes it really pretty, and it matches this book really well because there's lots of blues and purples and pinks and, you know, all those sorts of colors in it. And here's another tabbed pocket. And then another one of those paper clips with the beads and the leaf on it. Like I said, it's got kind of multi-themes to it. But I thought it was fun and it all looked good together, so I just kind of went with it. There's more of that really fabulous typing paper. It's watermarked, so it just adds an extra kind of texture to it. And more of that avocado stained. Another pocket. I really like this piece about fortune tellers, which I thought went with that picture really well. There's all these cards with constellations in them that match, you know, the paper. That celestial paper pack I've got. Just more fun stuff in here. These old vintage pictures. I think these are from Italy, of different places. I have quite a few of those pictures I put in here. More of that encyclopedia. Like I said, lots of stuff is paper clipped in here. All different sorts of stuff. There's another belly band there. All the belly bands, so they all have these butterflies on them, which are stamped, or it's inked underneath, so it gives it kind of a shadow effect. And then they're folded, they're inked around, and they're, you know, as you can see, kind of looks like a butterfly, so they pop off the page a little bit, which I think is pretty. And then because I was doing kind of a botanical and celestial theme, I wanted to do stars and flowers on all those belly bands. So all of these are different colors. They have different you know, different color embellishments on them, but they all stay, you know, pretty consistent. They're pretty consistent throughout because they're all butterflies and then different flowers or stars or, you know, other embellishments on those butterflies. So they remain consistent throughout the book. I found I'm kind of big on consistency. And that page, another one of those flip up pieces. I just think it's just so pretty. This is probably one of my favorite pockets because I love these greens together. And then it has this really cool picture in here, and another one of the constellation cards, and another card that are in there. And you can really stuff these pockets. They're sewn in, so all of these pockets are sewn in, so you can, you know, really stuff a lot of stuff in there. And more of that stained paper. This is the other flip that I have. So this one's a little bit wider through here. I wasn't sure which one I liked better, the wider or the thinner, so I just included both of them in there. And then that's got some things tucked under it. So, you know, great. A nice little fun element in this one. And then I get to the back. There's another one of those really fabulous old pictures. And that is that. I find that if you fold it back like this, then none of the pages get torn or wrinkled when you're dealing with a big section at a time. So that is the latest creation I just did. I'm sorry I'm not talking so well today. I dental work, and I've got to say my mouth is not feeling so great, but I needed to get this video done. Anyway, I made it through it, so that's the important part. So this book will be listed on my Etsy shop today, Monday. What is Monday? May the 16th. So May the 16th, which is the same day this video posts, but and it will be listed in my Etsy shop. I have the last grungy one that I did, which was in the greens and golds, and I really think that one turned out really very, very, very beautiful. And that one is also listed on my shop now. I have one more I'm doing that's going to be well, doing in the immediate future that's going to be a little bit different than these two, because I'm going to do crackling, and it's going to be more of a shabby chic kind of thing, with grays and whites and silvers, and it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm really excited to get started on that one. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and have a lovely day.